I also realized something else recently. You heard me kind of allude to it in the piece. I said, I'm not losing. I'm still here. I'm fighting. I'm not losing. But I got to amend that. When you die, that does not mean that you lose to cancer. You beat cancer by how you live, why you live, and in the manner in which you live. I want to say thank you, ESPN. Thank you, ESPYs. Thank all of you. Have a great rest of your night and have a great rest of your life.
Hey boys and girls, the TCS network brings to you the Charity Strike. And now, here are the boys that put the big D back into douchebag, Trigger Mike, and Rebound.
Yeah, I'm all about the big D.
Oh, yeah.
I love me some big Welcome in, everybody. Charity Strike. I'm Greg Rebound Jones. Sitting across from me, that's Trigger Mike.
That's right. You know what time it is?
Tool time?
Monday, Mike Raw.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
if that's the
Now
case.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, if that's the case, you can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, Michael.
That is the hashtag of the night. Monday, Mike Raw.
Monday, Mike Raw.
Monday, Mike Raw.
That's awful.
Okay.
I mean, that's great.
I mean,
it's actually better than most of the hashtags that WWE comes
right,
up with.
exactly.
Oh, very true. Yes, WWE references already. For those of you listening in the chat room live over on Mixlr Live, it's mixlr.com/charitystrike. You're going to have a blast because tons of WWE references, tons of dick jokes. And
Come your way.
Yeah, and even a little bit of sports news. That's right.
I must correct Stuart Scott there, though. He said the ESPYs, but I think he meant the TCSPs because that's where he gave that speech.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's quite true.
This past year's TCSPs. I think we'll have a special thing for him this year at our TCSPs.
I think he should get like some sort of lifetime achievement award or
definitely.
something like that. We'll figure it out. I mean, it's not like we made him up the day of.
Booyah!
We've been working on that one all year up until the day.
Yeah,
that was not a day of thing at all.
No. My singing segments were prepared, very well prepared.
You sang for the TCSPs?
Remember, I would do the in between each award. Award number 3.
Oh, that. Yes. That's not singing.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Well,
but it was prepared.
You were doing it. Yeah.
Prepared.
It was on purpose. Anyways, this is the Charity Strike. We are going to quickly mention and not make fun of, for once, Stuart Scott. He did die at the age of 49 after his long 7-year battle with cancer. It was abdominal cancer.
Beat it twice.
Apparently not.
Third time.
Not a charm.
He kicked his ass by living through it.
That's right. You heard him talking at the top of the show there. He was with ESPN since '93. He was
a lot longer than I realized.
Yeah, I didn't realize that long either. He inventor of such phrases as "booyah,"
"cool as the other side of the pillow,"
and that one's my favorite. And many, many more. You know, I tried to Google a bunch of videos of him today, and they just didn't want to show me any.
It has there. I know there had to be someone to splice them all together.
Yeah.
Because he's that beloved. I told you, I think ESPN went through and kind of put cease and desist on videos out there.
Maybe it's a lot of work though, but anyways.
But they probably do it all the time anyways, and they just like told them look for Stuart Scott stuff because he's about to die, and we want to get all the ratings
maybe
for
it's
that
a
stuff.
little preemptive, but maybe. So anyways, sad news, and even Kobe had something to say about it.
The sports world lost legend. You know, it's I certainly grew up wanting to be on Sports Center just to have him comment on a highlight or two of mine. You know, he's really changed the vernacular of sports and added such a kind of a hip hop culture to the sports game. And he battled hard. can't say enough about what an inspiration he's been.
Take a second and think whether it was your highlight or just a highlight in general. Something, a catchphrase that you'll always remember the man.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. You know? That's probably my favorite one.
Did you guys do a commercial together?
We did. Chip commercial. Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We had a good time with that.
I cannot remember the chip commercial.
I don't either.
Anyways, but
Yeah,
so-
I forgot that before Triple H stole it, it was Stu that said, "Don't hate the player, hit the game."
That's right.
And it's one of the most catchy phrases out there.
It's true. All the gangsters use it now.
Yes.
It's true.
Don't hate the bullet, hate the shooter.
That's right. So rest in peace, Stuart Scott. We will move on to the dick joke portion of the rest of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Love basketball. You love basketball. Then say yeah. I love basketball. You love
Yeah. So this could almost be breaking news here. Right before we went on the air, it was announced that the Knicks, part of a huge 3-team trade with the Cavs and the Thunder. Basically, the Knicks are sending J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert, not Eamon, to the Cavs. They're waiving Samuel Dalembert. They're getting a bunch of scrubs.
I remember when they said Dalembert was a great deal to get in the trade.
Right.
Just like a week ago, week and a half ago.
Right.
What's going on with Phil?
Yeah, so they're picking up like 3 or 4 scrubs that they're going to release. This is the last week to release non-guaranteed contracts without penalty.
Apparently it's a rebuild, not reload situation.
Yeah, it's a get the fuck off our team situation.
Yeah.
Something
J.R.
like
Smith, he should have been off every team a
former
long time
sixth
ago.
man of the year, though.
Yeah, he's talented, but man, is that guy volatile.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Then again, I think LeBron can wrangle him in.
Maybe.
He's
Or he'll
done,
be
he's
gone
done
quick,
wonders
too.
with the great players. So.
Such as...
I got nothing.
Thank you. He just makes other players look good because he's so fucking good.
Yes.
So, and speaking of the Cavs, they've been granted the disabled player exception for Verjao and his Achilles injury he suffered last week. He's out the rest of the season.
Of course they did. They're the Cavs.
Right.
That does suck for them, though. Verjao he's like Joakim Noah. You want him on the court at all times.
Isn't that ironic? The Cavs got the Achilles
injury.
Exception there. And LeBron is going to be out at least a couple of weeks with a knee/back strain and a possible ankle injury. They're being very vague about this. This is very Popovich. My team is old.
Yeah. At least they're naming body parts, though.
Right, yeah.
His dick hurts.
Yeah, there's something wrong with his head, knees, shoulders, and toes. I did that in the wrong
I
order.
heard it in a song once.
Yeah.
I think that's the lyrics.
Yeah.
He told us that, though.
Yeah, when asked about it, LeBron said, well, my hip bone's connected to my leg bone, and my leg bone's connected to my ankle bone.
And all the ligaments in between are hurting.
That's right. Thank you, LeBron. The Rockets have re-signed, Kevin McHale, their coach, to a 3-year, $12 million extension. This is the last year of his deal, and he's the most winning coach in Rockets history, so unlike the Magic, they re-signed him.
He is?
That's what they said.
More winning than Rudy Tom?
That's what I thought, and to be quite honest, I didn't look up the stats, but I thought Rudy Tom's got the rings.
Maybe he got out before he won too many games. Maybe he got the rings and
Maybe.
I'm done.
And I do remember the years that and I was very young.
He's like, I'll go coach the Lakers instead.
Yeah, and go nowhere. I do remember the years, I was young, so correct me if I'm wrong, that he won the rings, though, with the Rockets.
Jordanless years, yes.
They snuck into the playoffs.
Yeah, they were a good team, though.
In, 8th place.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they were 8th place, but one year they weren't very good.
I think one of the years was 8th place, and then they took it to the...
they beat the Suns, who the Suns were one of the best teams in the league
easy.
at the time. It was kind of a...
That was easy.
That's also when KJ dunked on Hakeem Olajuwon. Beautiful stuff. Mandy, you should remember that.
Hakeem
I know
the
you were probably a
Dream.
baby, but...
Hakeem the Dream.
I remember it.
Clyde the Glide.
KJ, 6'1" KJ, dunking on a 7-foot man.
Well, he'll never be Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame!
Wasn't it fun back in the day when people had nicknames? You had Hakeem the Dream and Clyde the Glide.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Dr. J.
Dr. J. I saw
Wilt the Stilt.
Yeah, I saw a little interview with Dikembe the other day. He was on the news.
SWAT.
Yeah, the king of SWAT. Oh, the Sultan of SWAT.
Sultan of SWAT.
Sultan of SWAT. They were talking about his days. He said, this is so great. They were talking about his no.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked him about it. He said, well, the wing, the finger wag. Jesus Christ. Wave, wag,
Wag.
whatever we want to call it. He goes, it was my thing. Unfortunately, after a while, they started fining me $1,000 per wag.
Fuck it. It's worth it.
He said, so that wag costed me a lot of money, but it made me a lot of money, too. I was like, that's great.
It did,
That's
yeah.
fucking funny. And he's just like, fuck you, I'm going to keep on wagging.
Yeah, I mean...
He Jimmy Graham those motherfuckers.
I mean, and he's still doing commercials now because of that wag.
Mm-hmm.
And him and J.J. Watt posed together because Watt's basically the Mutombo of the NFL. He swats balls all day long.
That's right.
J.J. Swat.
And you just cradled them in your
all the
palm.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're manly men.
You're
if I'm going to go gay, it's with one of those two.
You're the king of cradle, and he's the
Right.
sultan of SWAT.
Right.
Either way,
Yes.
you're playing with balls.
It's right.
That
and
is
alliteration's all abound.
Yeah, where's Al when you need him? Garnett blows in David West's ear the other night, which drew a technical foul because David West did not take kindly, and he came back at him. He's like, what's up, bro? Why you gotta blow me like that?
The best part was the way David West expressed it. He's like, look, when Lance did it, he did it all soft. When Garnett did it, he just blew really hard in my ear. It pissed me off.
Take it nice and slow.
I'm like, you're defending because your
why I don't sing.
ex-teammate barely blew in someone's ear,
Yeah.
and now Kevin Garnett's blowing hard.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't had any Cheerios in a while.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Lala loves
That's
Cheerios.
right. That's Carmelo's wife for the rest of you. The Bucks' Larry Sanders, center, big man, who's had some on and off the court trouble with just being a weirdo, has told the team that he doesn't want to play basketball anymore as of today. He was out for what they called the flu. Now Coach Jason Kidd is saying, it's a personal problem. It's not so much the flu.
When you're a pro ball player,
Ballin'.
and that is your profession,
Right.
how can you just not want to do it anymore?
And even if you don't, somebody made the point that he makes in a game what most people his age at 26 make in a year, which is $30,000
Holy shit!
a game.
Like,
He signed a $26 million extension.
the only when I hear that people don't want to play anymore, it's
Drugs.
They are too lazy to practice,
We
and that's
ain't
what they
talking
hate.
about practice.
Because obviously, like MMA fighters, their hardest part is the training, and that can take a toll on you. I'm sure in basketball, the hard part is practice, because you want to play the game, not the game that they love, but practice. So that's all I ever think of when I hear about these guys is that they don't like to do practice anymore. Is it not on there?
It's not.
I was trying to.
I
fill in
knew
there
what you were
for
doing, and that's why I started laughing. 'Cause it's just,
You're like, thanks, Mike.
it's not happening. I'm trying to get it over here.
No Allen Iverson.
Sorry. The thing I think of,
We in here talking about practice.
the thing I think of first is drugs. Like, why this sudden change?
He's
from-
like, I want to smoke weed so bad, I'm going to give up something that pays me $30,000 per night.
well, it's that kind of change in mentality where it's like, I've gone from being an NBA star to not wanting to practice.
We in here talking about practice.
Yeah.
Or he's really depressed. But honestly, I think it comes
from drugs.
I think depression also might come from just not, like, when you practice and you're getting beat one-on-one by someone, it just demoralizes you.
I mean, it
But if
could be
someone's
the-
willing to pay you $30,000 a game, why not keep playing? I would keep playing.
I do a lot of things
care
for
how-
$30,000 a night.
Yeah, I don't care how bad I am compared to someone else. I'm going to keep going.
Well, I don't think it's his person. I mean, if I was on the Bucks, I'd be a little depressed too.
They're in the playoff hunt right now. Jason Kidd has got that team
Very early in
at
the
500.
season.
At 500.
That's
We're
good
talking
for the-
about the Bucks here,
That's
man.
true.
We're talking about the Bucks.
Maybe you come to the Lakers and make them 500.
All I can say is, remember Jason Kidd in the offseason last season, before his first season coaching? They're like,
Oh,
this
the
guy-
DUI?
no, not the last year of his playing. I meant
Oh.
right after when he quit and decided to be a coach.
The DUI was between playing and coaching.
Right.
Yes.
He talked. People were talking about how bad of a coach he was in practice, and that he's surrounding himself with coaches.
We in here talking about practice.
Thank you. And
I got it queued up now.
and now we've come to realize Brooklyn was better with him as a coach.
Brooklyn.
They have Lionel Hollins. They, by all rights, they should be good.
One of the best coaches in the league.
Jason Kidd didn't have Lopez last year, and he went to the playoffs with that team, and they look like they might miss the playoffs this year.
That's true.
Now he's taking the Bucks,
dinosaurs.
who should have had the number 2 pick last year, which I think they did, but rightfully so had the number 2 pick last year.
Yes.
Sorry, I burped.
there.
A little bit of burp.
Yeah.
And they're
Remix.
500. I know they're Eastern Conference, but still 500.
Yeah, it's not cute.
No.
It's not cute. Speaking of the Lakers, I said if you could just make the Lakers 500. Can I just mention right now, the Lakers are fucking themselves so bad right now because they're going to
Curl
fall.
their dicks right up there.
They are going to fall out of the bottom 5.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is...
Hashtag Black Mamba in the butt.
That's right. The problem is, if they don't finish in the worst 5 teams, they lose that pick to Phoenix that they got, or that they gave with Steve Nash.
Yes.
If they finish top 5 or worse, or not worse, just bottom 5, they get to keep that first-round pick they sent over for Nash. Now, here's the thing with the whole ping-pong ball thing. If they finish 4th, they could still potentially finish 6th.
Yes.
Or 5th or 7th. You can move potentially 2 spots. So they really need to finish 1st, 2nd, or 3rd worst in the league
to